41.
Hello, hello, hello.
58. 58.
I tell you something. I'm excited. All right. I'm so excited. Welcome to Live Darts Iceland. I am Robbie. My pleasure to be bringing you live darting action. This time, one competitor is in Iceland. The other is in Bonnie, Scotland. Introducing Andri Thor Guðjónsson. No relation to either, as far as I'm aware. He's one of the Icelandic players. Was involved in an absolute corker of a match.
43.
Last one. It was a 10-9 in the end. Not the best quality in terms of averages. I wish I got to watch it live. I didn't.
60.
But Andri actually had a slightly lower average. Well, I can hear myself. Not too sure why I can hear myself.
60.
Worries me ever so slightly. I had a slight echo. But who cares? Who cares? Alan Soutar is the guy from
100.
Scotland throwing now. He was involved in a bit of a match as well. It was a 10-0 demolition of Chris Bourne. Chris Bourne, I believe, is the brother of Tom Bourne, Bourne Supremacy,
43.
the winner of
43.
last week's event. Really, really good player. He's played. I saw him play on another streamed event as well. Really decent player, solid 80s, etc., etc. Alan Soutar,
123.
average 92.8, the highest average in this tournament by a country mile. 92.8 in his demolition of Chris Bourne, who just couldn't find his form. But maybe he'll be back next week. As Alan Soutar looking for tops to break immediately.
Yeah, Galen 3.
And there it is. Now,
Oh, good job.
I'll let you into a little secret. Alan is, it's no secret, Alan's not Icelandic. You can see the Scottish flags all around his board. But Alan's not the sort of guy that's just woken up yesterday and thought, oh, let's play darts. No. Alan is a very well-established player. He's played in BDO World Championships. He's played in Masters events. He's played darts
40.
at the highest level. This man knows what he's doing. And he's here to entertain us all, I am sure. I don't know much about Andri Thor Guðjónsson, if I'm completely honest.
45.
Nice action. He averaged a little over 50 in his last game against Princess Kordadi.
95.
Kordadi. I think she's from Iran. Looked like a decent game, that. You can have a look on Dart Connect on TV if you would like to see sort of exactly what happened in that game. It was a 10-9. It went to a last leg decider in the end. I hear noises. I don't know if you hear noises.
140.
I don't know. This is crazy. I could hear some sort of lullaby taking place. But anyway, it's part of the fun, isn't it? Part of the fun. Bringing you live darts whilst none of us can go out and play live darts. There was a corker of a game yesterday. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stream it. I think Hallie Vita popped it on his Facebook, his personal Facebook. Vita played Hallie in the first round.
Oh,
No
yeah.
seeds in this tournament, so we do get big names meeting in the early rounds. At any stage, Alan could have met Tom Bourne. Hasn't done yet. I'll have a look at the bracket in a minute, see when they do meet. Both win through. Alan on 46. 6 for tots, perhaps? No. Oh. Well, he was going 12 for
14.
double 16 there. That was a big miss. That was a big miss. Or was he going 14? Oh, sorry, 14. That's it. Would have left. The W was after. So, but he will be back with Andri back on 310. And looking to make this 2-0 with the minimum of fuss and the minimum of dramas.
Game in 1.
There it is.
Oh, good job,
Beautiful. And you can tell he's a good player, is Alan. He's a very good player. I'm looking forward to seeing him over the course of the next, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Can he possibly pin in another 92 average? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Andri is going to win here on his Guðjónsson competition. And he's got
100.
more darts.
100.
Beautiful treble 20. He's got to take his chances and he's got to up his game. He throws hundreds regularly. He gives himself a chance.
60.
At the draw now. You might notice one of the names, Patrick Buss. He is the statistics boy for Live Darts Iceland. He often texts me saying, oh, here's the tournament average for this one. This guy is finishing an average of 17 darts.
83. 83.
So, he carries on winning. We will see him on the stream. Very decent player is Patrick. Has some pretty decent averages in him.
180.
Wow, good job.
dartconnect.tv. Click on events and click on the IDA shootout event. Meanwhile, I'm going to pop the live scores on just in front of me so I can see exactly what is going on. Another game going on as well. Scott
81.
Ramsey, who we saw last week, I think it was. He played Matty. I call him Scott Ramsey. He's a Scot footballer living in Iceland. He's 3-1 up against Guðjónsson.
85. 85.
Alan Soutar may well be 6 darts away from 3-0 here.
121.
And he pins in a 1-2-1 there to leave himself on 59. Good stuff.
66.
Can't quite change the camera over to Andri. Here we go. So 19 tops. I don't think he'll be missing a big number twice in a row.
19.
There's your 19. Well, he hasn't missed a big number. Has missed tops. So 147 from Andri here. Well, not going to happen now with that first dart.
76.
I do like his throw. I do like Andri's throw, I must say.
Yeah, game
Nice
of 1.
and solid.
Oh, good job.
And there we go. Alan Soutar pinning in that double top. Takes the third leg. And it's been impressive so far. Not too many missed darts at doubles. Those two before were a rare two that he's missed a double.
140.
And he's got a good setup as well as Alan. Pins in a ton 40. I'm sure we're going to see ton 40s and ton 80s galore in the course of this match. And only 45 there from Andri.
One, two, one.
And brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Back-to-back two big treble finish visits, sorry. 140 followed by 121. And he's surely going to be able to finish after 9.
11.
Sort of darts you can't live with. Alan, averaging 90 at the moment. A little more than 90 now, actually. In this leg, he's averaging 121. Oh, he's at it again. He's at it again. Is that 2 in?
Oh, good job.
I think that's a 140. It wasn't a 140, it was a 180. He's hit 140, 121, 180. He's showing why he really is one of the best in the business. Leaves himself 60 after 9. He's on for an 11 darter. That was a good ton of his own from Andri. Is that in tops? I think that's in tops. Yeah, I think it is. I'm just checking that unless it's gone
Good
low.
job.
Wasn't in tops. That one was. Oh, brilliant, 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 brilliant. The fourth leg of this one, an 11 darter. That was class. That was absolutely fantastic. Andri yet to take a leg. He's going to hope that Alan cannot continue that mad average. She's averaging 99 right now. And this is what I mean by Alan is a decent player. I do feel privileged to be able to commentate on this one. Would you like to possibly face Alan in a streamed match? I'm going to give you some information shortly about how you can get involved in next week's event. We play these events weekly. Start every Monday, finish every Sunday. The first event was won by Matty. The second event was won by Tom Bourne. And is the third event going to be won by Alan Soutar? If it is, and if he withstands his average, the final average will go up and up and up.
140.
But Alan Soutar is hitting at least one treble every visit, if not two. That was a 140. Visit before was 81. And Guðjónsson started with a nice 85. Needs a treble here. Can't find it. And I guess demoralising, not quite the word, but I guess it can be frustrating when you know your opponent is playing world-class stuff. World-class stuff. PDC opponents would struggle against this at the moment with Alan Soutar. And once again, he's left 180 after 9. So he's on for a 13 darter as it stands. But he doesn't care if he gets in his next visit in 1 dart, 2 darts, or 3 darts. He'll surely be on a visit after this, will be on a visit after this. Well, I said 13 darter. It was kind of
121.
said flippantly. That was a very low dart, but I think that was in the 20. I think that's 140 leaving tops. No, it wasn't. It was in the single one, so it's not going to be 13 darter. Probably 14 instead. Terrible, terrible stuff.
66.
What a man Alan Soutar is. So then, 59. He went this way last time. 19 leaves tops.
Good job.
Oh, and shock horror. He has been clinical on his doubling.
Good job.
Also pretty clinical on his in-scoring as well. And there he is now. That was a break of throw, if I'm not mistaken. So put the camera back on Alan. Let's see what Alan can do here. 5-0 first to 10. Alan is now averaging in excess of a ton. Oh, it is still doing it. It is still doing it. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely having the time of my life. I hope you are as well. That was a 180. If I'm not mistaken, perhaps the second of the match. Unless I've missed another.
81.
We always talk about after 180, all the 9 is on, the 9 is on. If anyone's going to hit one, if anyone is going to hit one, it's surely going to be this man. Surely going to be this man.
180.
Oh, Alan Soutar. Alan Soutar is on the 9 dart finish. He's hit 2 back-to-back 180s. We know how capable he is. He is more than capable of making a moment of live darts Iceland history right here. Treble 20, treble 19, double 12 for perfection. Oh, he's just swayed into the treble 1, and you can see the look on his face, and you can see the smirk on his face. As that first dart went in the treble 20, I say he would have done it. Absolutely clinical stuff here. And I think even Andri is smiling and even slightly disappointed that he didn't get the 9. But he's on an 11 dart finish.
24.
Once again. 6 treble 20s in at that leg with the first 6 darts. Couldn't find tops. That was a miss. That was a rare miss for Andri. He's actually done something wrong in this leg, in as much as missing tops with 1 dart, but it's not really a problem, is it? He's got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Well, is Andri going to pin in a 180 of his own here? Oh, unlucky. Couldn't find... Well, it looked like an excellent first dart from Andri, but couldn't follow it up. So double top here from Alan, and double top it is.
Thank you.
Well, only a 13 darter. Terrible stuff. Terrible. Treble 1, which was inches, not even inches, millimeters away from that treble 20. Would have been something special. Andri is throwing, but I think Andri can just play, just play his game. If He doesn't worry about what Alan's doing. He just carries on, hitting his treble 20s when he can, taking any chances that he knows he's more than capable of taking. Doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be a 10-0 demolition.
58.
But when you're throwing 180, 180, sometimes there's not much you can do. No big treble there from Alan. A rare, rare visit to the pause. So if Andri can just pin in 100 here, just 100. Remember, he is throwing first in this leg.
43.
I think he'd be delighted with a leg on the board. That'll give him all the confidence he needs. That's unlucky. That was a treble 1 in exactly the same pinhole as Alan's treble 1 when he was on the 1-4-1 for the 9.
100.
And a ton to put right his wrongs. Oh, treble 20. That looks like a good first start. I don't know where that last start's gone. Probably in the single 1. It was in the single 1. But what can he take away from this? At the moment, both players have only hit one treble 20. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Alan has now hit 3 of his own in this leg. Lovely ton 40. And Alan is very much back. He had 3 darts when he scored 58. We thought, where's he gone? 100,
70.
followed by 140. 70, there we go. 2 consecutive treble 20 visits for Andri. That'll give him a little bit of confidence.
100.
Another ton there. Leaves him on the 103.
70.
Well, I mentioned Patrick Buss earlier. He does some statistics for us. Decent darts player as well. Guess who he's going to be facing in the semi-finals?
Yeah, game in 3.
Double
Game is
16. Alan Soutar. Alan Soutar. 103 on double 16. Can anyone stop this man? Can anyone get a leg against this man? Patrick Buss is going to be playing Alex is going to be playing Alan Soutar. And it is actually Alan to throw, so I'm going to pop the camera back on him. In the semi-final. I wish if
140.
Andri cannot find 10 legs. You never know. Things happen. Things happen, but if every other visit is a ton 40, averaging in excess of 102 at the moment is Alan. I'm not often speechless. I knew he was a good player. You don't average
36.
92 over 10 legs if you're an okay player. But he hasn't just upped that. He has smashed it.
140.
Will it be another 180? No, it won't. And the look on his face is disappointment. Well, I just said something about 180 and my phone thinks I said, hey Siri.
41.
As you heard the ding ding. No treble 20 there for Andri. Unlucky, unlucky. Back-to-back ton 40s for Alan. Will he make it 3 in a row? Probably.
100.
Probably. No, it's only 100 only. You know you're playing well when 100's actually not a great score. You know you're playing well when you hit a 140 and you're pulling faces as if to say, how did that not go in? Alan, 1-2-1 for 8 zip. 11. Well, doesn't even need to go 11. Well, that's in the treble 50 by looks of
Game in
things.
3.
And that's in the double 8 by definite.
good job.
A 103 wasn't good enough, so he's only got to take on the 1-2-1 instead. Not the easy route. Treble 20, treble 15, double 8. Alan is now 8-0 up in the quickest game I have commentated on, the quickest first to 10 game that is, so far. I know that doesn't make any sense because there is a chance that Andri could get the next 10 legs. We don't know. Darts is a curious sport, but if you're averaging 105, we've never had a ton plus average
30.
in the IDA shootout before. You've got to feel sorry for Guðjónsson, who, might I add, played an absolute perler of a mid game, an absolute perler.
100.
Against Princess, and he came through it 10-9. I think it's just a standards thing, don't you?
6.
You know, his opponent was obviously very, very suited to his game, and it was a real close affair, a real competitive one. This one, a little bit more one-sided.
180.
As Alan looks to hit
Yeah.
his umpteenth 180. Is that number 4? He had 2 in a row. He had 4 or 5. I don't even know. Patrick, who's watching, might know. It'll be on Dark Connect afterwards. I would strongly recommend going on Dark Connect, having a look.
49.
All I know is Alan is hitting at least 100 every single time he goes to this dartboard. Oh, and he's not happy with that. Is he going to switch? Doesn't look like it. He's going to try and find a path to that treble, and he gets one. Of course he gets one. 100 is poor for Alan. Well, look what he's left himself with. Look what he hit in the last leg. It was treble 20. It was treble 15, double 8s. Maybe? Oh, is that in? I think that's in. Go on, Alan. Oh, treble 17 this time. Bullseye, it wasn't in, but this might
96.
be. Oh, I didn't even know he was going to go for it. I wasn't convinced. I thought he's such a good player. But then again, if he's such a good player, he thinks he can hit anything. So I don't blame him. And I'm glad he did. That first start, just to point out, wasn't in the treble 20. He had 51 left, treble 17. Got bullseye, not quite. 9 double 8s. I can't imagine there's going to be any big dramas.
Job.
And the answer to that is there are no such big dramas. Fantastic stuff. 14 dart leg, that one. Alan now throwing for a clean sweep. And is he going to find perfection in this one?
100.
Well, you look at the averages. Guðjónsson around at about 55, which looks like it's a slight improvement on his last game. Well, is he going to hit a 180? We've been talking all about Alan.
140.
That was a 140. And Andri has outscored Alan Soutar in his first visit to the board.
$45.
Well, no big treble there from Alan. He can get just a 1 treble, not that one. By 1 treble, I didn't mean treble 1. I meant a big treble 20. Might have a nice
13.
marker for it. Ignore all that, just the treble. Well. He got a lovely ton 40. Follows it up with pittance 13. And now Alan Soutar
100.
in pole position to take this one. 10 zip. Alan playing in Scotland. Andri playing in Iceland. We are connecting darts from players all around the world. We've had Iran playing, England playing, Scotland, Iceland, the Netherlands. That's what we like to
100.
do. And unfortunately, I've had a slight malfunction on my stream, so I can't actually see anything at the moment. That looks like it was a ton. That was a ton. So it's underneath the throw, if I can get the camera ready for him. There we go.
100.
That was Andri has just thrown. I seem to have missed that. I don't know if you saw that at home. And, right. I'm going to keep the camera on... No, I'm not. I was going to keep the camera on Alan because he's being just a little bit slow, and I'd like to see him take this 56 out. But I think Matty just switched it over. Good old Matty is producing, watching in the background. So Alan then, 56 for game, set, and match for 10-0 with a ton plus average.
Yeah,
the first that we've seen in a...
Yeah.
The last one.
I believe. There it is. 3 darts to take out. It's 56, and he has done absolutely superbly.
Thank
he
you.
has been in
Thank
a
you.
driving
Thank
seat
you
for
for the
that
game.
one.
Really good.
And look at him, cool
Yeah, it was fun.
as a cucumber.
Oh.
I wouldn't go as far as to say
Have you
Andri
seen the
played
match
badly.
out?
You know, Andri plays to
What
the
was it?
standard he knows he can,
102.
but sometimes there's
man.
nothing you
Sorry.
can against someone
Ah,
averaging
well,
102.
well.
That is 10
It was
more
good for you at
than his
least.
last game. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing.
Did you
Yeah.
enjoy
Well
the-
done to
did you enjoy
Alan.
the game?
Do you
Yeah, it
think
was fun.
you
It's
could
actually
possibly beat
quite
Alan?
nice to play with
Or
someone
any of the
so
others?
much
It's
better
not
than
a
I am.
seeded
So,
tournament. So
yeah,
you
of
can have
course.
worse
but,
luck of the draw in the
yeah,
first
I've been
round.
playing a
You can
lot
have the
with
best luck of the
guys
draw
that are,
in the first
you
round.
know, worse
All the
than me.
information
So
is on the screen
Yeah, in-
right
in
now.
Iceland.
Dart.is
yeah.
forward
So this
slash
is a
VPN.
nice change.
All you need is a Dart
I set
Connect
the,
premium account.
you know,
If you haven't got one, it's very, very cheap.
the
Just
goal
download it
to
today.
be
Go on,
over
get involved. You need
5 in
Facebook
average.
Messenger.
So
You
I
need
reached
two
that. So
devices.
I'm happy.
2 phones is fine. A computer and a phone
Yeah,
is
I'm just going to turn
fine.
my camera around so I
It's
can
$10
speak to
US dollars to register for each
Yeah.
event.
you if I figure it
There
out.
is prize money available every Monday. It starts every Sunday at 8 p.m. The
Oh, I'll do it.
registration closes